All right, folks, got a little package here. Let's crack her open and take a look, see what we got. All right, folks, so we got the new 1/2 inch Hart impact wrench, and we got the 3/8. All right, available in a 3/8 and in a 1/2 inch. We're gonna go over both of them, but let's start with the 3/8 today. We'll get to the 1/2 inch later on. All right, but real quick, just to give you some specs on both in case you're interested. All right, 3/8 has 3,400 IPM. Okay, 2.6 pounds, and it has up to 230 foot-pounds of torque. All right, so we're going to test it. Probably nut busting, not fastening, or breakaway torque, however you like to put it. With the 1/2 inch, it weighs 3.3 pounds compared to the 3/8. That's 2.6. All right. The IPM is 3,200 on the 1/2 inch. Okay. And the 1/2 inch does 350 foot-pounds of torque. All right. Both have friction rings, and both options, right, for someone looking for a 3/8, something a little more compact for some lighter duty applications. And for those heavy duty applications, you got the 1/2 inch. I know I'm going to get this question. I get it every time I do an impact wrench. Both of these will remove lug nuts off of pretty much, any car, SUV, normal passenger, daily commuter cars, trucks, Ford F-150, Ram 1500, Chevy Silverado. Those types of vehicles are not torqued at 230 foot-pounds or more. So again, you can use both of these. But let's look at the 3/8 and we'll talk more about it. But let's check it out. All right, so we got the 3/8. These are available only in bare tool options. So whether you get the 3/8 or the 1/2 inch, they're both available, but only in bare tool. Now, not sure if down the road they're going to offer these in kits. Again, we got a lot of new stuff coming out from Hart. They're already starting to show some of their 40-volt OPE stuff. That's getting ready for the spring summer season 2020. But excited. They're offering you a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch for a brand new platform over at Walmart. They're getting these tools out pretty quick. All right. We knew an impact wrench was coming. I'm going to be honest. I did not know a 3/8 was coming. I did see some literature on the 1/2 inch coming out, but I did not see the 3/8. All right, I'm going to speed up opening up the box here. All right, this is the Hart 3/8 impact wrench, model number HPIW50. All right, the MSRP of this impact wrench is $79. All right, that's the initial price. Will it go cheaper at some point? Possibly, but this is probably one of the cheapest impact wrenches on the market. Again, very comfortable, 230 foot-pounds of torque, 3,400 IPM. I think it's a great buy, again, for the DIY guy who don't really want to spend a lot to get into a more expensive platform. This also has an OPE line that's very cost efficient, so definitely makes sense for a lot of people. All right, so I got the new 3/8 Hart impact wrench out of the box. All right, so if you're familiar with Hart, maybe you have a couple tools, maybe you have their $69 brushed impact driver kit. Comes with the 1.5 amp hour battery. This is a 2 here, but and the slow charger, the black charger for $69. If you're familiar with this, it's exactly the same size as the 3/8 impact wrench. All right, identical, even to the point And this is a first on an impact wrench. I've never seen a bit holder. I don't know exactly what you'd put in there. But if you do have this in your, tool bag, toolbox, and you kind of go back and forth, you can keep, one of your impact driver bits in here just to kind of keep it, secured somewhere. But anyway, identical in design. Okay, guys? The only difference is a little bit different design. You see here on the collet, this is more of a smooth finish. On the impact wrench, you got a little bit of a different design here. But same exact height, same exact weight, identical. Light is in the same spot. Variable trigger. So pretty much identical. The one question, guys, and, it's all about what you're going to be using these tools for, right? This is obviously sold at Walmart. This is, a DIY platform, all right? So can you get a impact wrench $30, $40 more that's brushless out there? Especially if you watch this channel, probably, right? We talk about deals all the time. But it's all about the platform, all right? Again, if you're interested in the impact wrench, all right, let's actually talk about the impact driver. All right, $69 for the kit. All right, you get a 1.5 amp hour battery and charger. Over the holidays, obviously, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita had a $99 brushless impact driver, excuse me, for $99. All right, you get that. You're kind of in the platform, right? You chose that over the $69 Hart. All right, one guy buys the Hart, one guy buys the Makita. All right, now it's time that, you know what? I want to start doing some automotive stuff by myself. I want to kind of save a few bucks. Maybe I could do my own brakes and rotate tires. I want to get an impact wrench. All right, that's where a cheaper DIY platform, prosumer brand might make more sense for you, right? Because now if you want the impact wrench, $79, right? Bare tool, $79. You don't need, a brushless, this is for DIY. You don't need a speed selector. You're just doing it for small applications. Now, the guy with the Makita kit, now he wants an impact wrench. He's going to have to spend $129, $139, $150, right? Where the guy who has the Hart has to spend $79. So that's their niche. That's their market. And these tools are really kind of proven to really have good reliability. They're basically Ryobis, let's be honest. All right. So that the performance, the durability is there with these Harts. So something to really think about. But like I said, 230 foot-pounds, 3,400 IPM. To get that for $79, okay? Talking about the Makita again, they have their subcompact 3/8 that's sometimes on sale for like $129, $139, maybe $119. All right, so $40, $50, $60 more than this Hart here. But remember, that only has, 130 foot-pounds. All right, so you're going to be really close to doing certain applications, even for the DIY guy. So you got 230 foot-pounds here, more than what most people are going to need. All right. Now, obviously, like I said, there's a 1/2 inch available also, but I think this is I just love it. I love the feel. I'm happy that Hart is really getting these tools out quick. And they're keeping them really low priced. Again, $79 for an impact wrench. In a couple months, you could probably get this for like $69. So a real alternative to the Bowers, to the Hercules of the world. And when I bring up Makita, that's totally a different genre there. This is more to be comparable to the Ryobi, the Bauer, the Hercules, and stuff like that. But let's test it out. Let's try it. Let's see how far we can push this. But again, Very comfortable, lightweight, 2.6 pounds. You're getting 3,400 IPM and 230 foot-pounds of torque. Let's test her. Let's see what she can do. All right, we're going to start with a 1.5 amp hour battery. All right, I'm going to start with a 1.5 because a lot of people who are in the Hart platform are going to have this battery. They might not have the 2 or the 4. Then we're going to go to the 2.0 and see if there's a difference. There shouldn't be a little bit of a difference, but we're going to start with the 1.5, then we'll move to the 2.0. All right, folks, so we're going to test out the new Hart 3/8 impact wrench on a Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Most people are going to probably use this for lug nuts and stuff like that. Let's try it with a 21 millimeter socket, all right, on a 21 millimeter lug nut. All right, so we're going to start at 100 foot-pounds, as you can see, on the new DeWalt torque wrench, which is probably the best torque wrench I've ever owned. I absolutely love this thing. Numbers go up in tens. All right, my Apex had 19 numbers on her. All right, really like it. All right, so let's test it out. Let's test the Hart out here at 100 foot-pounds. All right, nice, big, loud click. Love it. All right, 100 foot-pounds Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Let's see if the Hart 3/8 impact wrench can handle that. All right, fairly easily with 100 foot-pounds. Let's go up a little bit. All right, we got the Dodge Ram 1500 here. All right, 22 millimeter lugs here. I'm gonna use a 22 millimeter half-inch socket. So we're gonna put a adapter on the Hart. So that'll take a little bit of torque off of the Hart, but I think it'll be fine. All right, we're gonna set these lugs at 130 foot-pounds. All right, and see. Now, the manufacturer's recommendation is 128, but hell, we're gonna go 2 over. All right, we got the DeWalt torque wrench set to 130 foot-pounds. As you can see, there's a little bit of a glare. I apologize. But what are we gonna do? All right, 130 foot-pounds, locked and ready to go. Let's see if the Hart with a adapter can do 130 foot-pounds. The people that are going to buy this for 79 bucks, you know, probably won't even need 130 foot-pounds. But let's see how she does. All right, so it struggled at 130. All right, with the adapter. All right, it took it off. Struggled. A little bit surprised. Let's do 150 and see if she can handle 150. All right, we got her torqued at 150. Let's see if you can read this a little bit better here. All right, 150 foot-pounds with the Hart 3/8 with an adapter. All right, 150 foot-pounds. With the Hart 3/8 impact wrench. All right, it got it. It struggled, but it got it. All right. Remember, this does have an adapter, so that's going to take a little bit off of it. But, you know, 150 foot-pounds with a 3/8. You know, not bad, guys. You know, for 79 bucks, there's a lot of value here. Really is. It's comfortable. It's light. It's compact. You know, it's going to do what you need it to do. Again, if you want something more powerful, you got the 1/2 option. But for smaller applications where 3/8, you know, you're not really going to use a 3/8 impact wrench to remove lug nuts. You're going to use a 1/2. But we're just testing it here. But, I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Really impressed. The Hart 3/8 impact wrench available now. All right, guys, we're going to drill some lag bolts in here. We got a 7/16 socket and a 1/2 socket. Also, guys, remember, I've been doing this with, we just did the lug nut little test there. We did a 100 foot-pounds, 130 foot-pounds, and we did 150 foot-pounds. All right, we did it all with a 1.5 amp hour battery. All right, so obviously there's a 2 out there. Help a little bit. But there's also a 4, all right? But I wanted to show it with the smallest battery that comes in the platform, just to give you, you know, what you can do without spending kind of a lot of money, maybe on some of the other kits that include the 2 and the 4. The 1.5 comes in a lot of kits. Also, you can obviously buy it bare bones. But, you know, pretty impressive, all right, with a 1.5. Did up to 150 foot-pounds. Let's see if it can sink these 2 lag bolts here. All right. Again, we got a 1/2 3/8 socket and a 7/16 with these lags. Let's see what we can do. All right, not a problem with the 7/16 socket. Let's go up with a bigger and longer lag here. All right, guys, even with a 1. All right, so now we're going to move up to the 2 amp hour battery. All right, see if there's any difference, just to give you guys a look who maybe have a couple of the kits in the Hart platform but have the 1.5 amp hour battery that comes with pretty much the majority of the kits. Again, the brushless kits do come with the 2, but if you don't want to pay the money for the brushless kits and you like the, you know, the great price of some of these brush kits, you're going to have the 1.5. All right, so we're going to switch over to the 2. All right, we got the 2 amp hour battery on here. Hope you can see that. Ready to rock, fully charged. All right, we're gonna start. Same exact torque settings as the 1.5 amp hour. We're gonna do 130, then go up to 150 and see if it's any easier for this Hart 3/8 impact wrench. All right, 130 foot-pounds with the Hart. All right, pretty easy. Much easier than with the 1.5. We're gonna move up to 150. All right, 150 foot-pounds. All right, 150 with an extension, or an extension with an adapter. Again, I don't have a 22 millimeter 3/8. They do make them, but here we go. Yeah, much easier with the 2. All right. You know, the big thing is not having an indicator on these batteries. I mean, how much more money is it really to put an indicator on a battery? You know, because it's a lot easier with the 2, and it really shouldn't be this drastic. But let's go up to 170 with a 2. I'm almost starting to think that that battery might be an issue with that battery, or maybe it wasn't fully charged. But if you have a 4 amp hour battery, it's only going to help more. All right, 170 foot-pounds. So a very versatile little impact wrench here, guys. I mean, 150 for a 3/8, you know, for 79 bucks. All right, 170 foot-pounds with the Hart 3/8, 22 millimeter, and it feels like it spins. It's spinning a lot faster too. You're really seeing that 3,400 IPM. I don't think it spun that fast with that 1.5. 170. All right, so pretty impressed. I mean, what can I say here, guys? We're gonna try to sync those lags, see if there's any difference as well. But for 79 bucks, you're gonna be able to do a lot of stuff with this Hart here. All right, got a 3-year warranty as well. Definitely Something to think about if you're, you know, considering the Bauer, the Hercules, even the Ryobi, if you don't like that, you know, post battery that they have. Let's check it out with some lag bolts. All right, so now we're going to try syncing the lag with a 2 amp hour battery. You know, I'm starting to think that 1.5 was really just about dead, okay, when we did this, because I just sunk this one real quick and it went blazing fast. All right, so same exact lag bolt, 1/2 inch socket. All right, much quicker, much quicker. All right, so all in all, guys, a very impressive impact wrench here, guys. Again, for $79, we saw it do 170 foot-pounds with a 22 millimeter socket and lug nut. So, again, there's a 1/2 inch available, but again, for the ordinary Joe, the DIY guy, this is going to give you more than enough power. All right, it's rated at 230 foot-pounds. We're going to test it even more as the days go on to see if we can really get to that 230. But just the basic task test that we did, right? Lug nuts, lag bolts. But what to take out of it with the 1.5 is take it as if your battery's just about dead, you can still do, you know, 130, 150, because there was definitely something wrong with this battery. I just don't think it was charged because now it's dead. So it got it done, but you shouldn't see that drastic of a difference between a 1.5 and a 2 amp hour battery. Again, I think this battery was just about dead. That's why I'm a big fan to having indicators on batteries. I mean, if you have to charge $5 more a battery, I think people will be willing to pay for that. But 27 watt hour, obviously, versus a 36 shouldn't be that crazy. But again, there's a 4 available. That'll definitely give this impact wrench some extra pop. So the Hart 3/8 impact wrench available now, $79. Peace.